All right, so welcome again to MG Sports TV, Military Guna TV. So there's a reason why you guys are seeing my green screen. That is totally due to the fact that I have a terrible lighting problem. And you can see it's a slightly giving you a blue-like look. Yeah, so that is one of the reasons why um I actually are seeing the green screen. But most definitely, I'm trying to start it out quite soon. Hopefully, I can get it done over a time period. But anyways, glad to have you guys here. Most definitely, really appreciate you guys coming in. We're gonna discuss the Reggae Boys team. As you know, we have a lot to discuss. We have a few things to cover. So I was at the training session yesterday evening specifically, and there are a few things that I want to highlight. A few things I want to discuss. Um, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Just some few little stuff that I picked up that in regard to the training. So I'm just gonna give that in a small general discussion. But I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that like button. Most definitely. The music will finish soon. So I don't know why the music will fight me, but so everyone is coming in. Massive, massive, massive respect. So I have a few things to discuss. I don't know why the music wanted to overthrow me. I don't know why. But most definitely, appreciate you guys coming in. The comment section, I think, comment section should be working. Oh, big up, Alex. Thanks for coming in. Let me see what's happening with the chat banner. Good, so it is definitely working. All right. So let me run through some aspects. First of all, the players are going into overdrive. So we all know that we are slightly behind most other nations in regards to this under 20s setup, or what's happening in the under 20s. We are slightly behind due to the fact that we have timings and preparation. Yes, I do think that we are slightly behind. So the training tempo has really stepped up, and I like that. Unfortunately, it's difficult because the camp's going to break again. I think it's going to break today, and they have, based off what I heard, I think they have a practice game today as well. I'm not sure how that one will go. If I can most definitely spend the money and make it to that game. Wonder if I can do that. There's no guarantee that I can spend that money and make back that money. That is the reason why I'm really iffy about that one. There's no guarantee around that one that I will spend the money and make back that money. Trudy said, big up. Tough Rudy said, big up. Almost didn't tune in when I saw MG. I didn't recognize. Yes, I know. I do think that is one of the reasons why the channel is actually struggling right now due to the rebranding. But I had to do it at some point in time. And what happened the other day actually forced me to do it. So it was recommended for me to do it. So that is why I did it. So there was a lot of changes in all aspects. But that's how it is. That is most definitely how it is. Alex said 300 to go into the game. What do you mean by that? What is that, Alex? What do you mean by that? Which game that? Which game are you talking about? Alright, so anyways, let's go. So the team is going to overdrive. The team is going into overdrive. Trying to get the players as fit as and as quick as possible. They are doing I've been with the training session. I went to the players they look good. A lot of icing, as you know, a lot of recovery going on due to the high tempo that has now been implemented on the players who are drawing closer to the actual tournament. So I do believe that this is actually warranted at this point in time. So when we reach into that phase of it, you can go into the cooling down aspect of it. So it is warranted, and I do think that we're going to continue to see the training session tempo steps up. I don't know what's going to happen for next week. I I'm not sure what will happen for next week. I am hoping that I'm hoping that next week camp um commencing we can have the full complement. It might not be the full complement because we all know that the friendly that is going to happen, that's going to take place. But I think the only player that would be absent from that team would actually be Zimini. So I do think that if we have the full complement coming next week Monday, starting off camp next week Monday, that was I do think that that would actually better what we are trying to do at this moment. Big up, coach. Massive, massive respect, coach. King Prince said, which player stand out the most in the under 20 camp to you? Stand out, stand out. Alright, so Romian Blake, Mackenzie, Zimenez. I do think it's a regular name. Blake, Duncan, Zimenez. Baker is quite good. It's technically good. Technically, really, really good. And the striker from Columbus, my word. Yeah, it's a good player. The striker from Columbus. I don't even remember it. I'm gonna check. Give me a second. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check something. Scarlet. Yeah. Lethal. Big up, coach. Big up, Alex. Dante said, you know, you know how long me not there, so because of some reason notification now pop up. I'm thinking the delete a page. Alright, so it Dante's the page was my channel was actually hacked about a week ago, and that is what happened, right? It's tough. That is actually what happened, and I had to going through a lot of stuff just to acquire about the page. It was difficult. Jamara Hall said Jamaica under 20 versus Westmoreland under 20. Hopefully that's a good game. I'm hoping that's a good game. If I'm not sure if I would make that journey though. I do think that would have been a good move. Mr. J said blessings. Jamara Hall said today if anyone who's in the Westmoreland region who watch this video can make the journey, and I probably can compensate you based off that because you're in Westmoreland, it will cost me a lot more for me to travel to Westmoreland, and I can compensate you back for your travels. I would actually want you guys to go, want you to go over there. And Tough Rudy said, will the UK based players be there by Monday or Tuesday of next week? From what I've seen or heard, it seems as if some of these players are already in the country. Some of them. Mr. J says, yeah, and Scarlett. Yeah. Jamar Hall said, big match today. Yeah, it's going to be a good match. Jamar, are you a Westmoreland person, man? How come I haven't heard anyone comment on Whisper been hearing good things until he's in practice? Really? Whisper. So, Whisper is carrying on as a minor injury. But I do think that it is nothing serious. But we all know Whisper. We all know Whisper. We all know Whisper. So it's like the same set of players them over and over again. We're just highlighting the same set of players over and over again. He is performing well in training. Most definitely, he is performing well in training. So we don't even have to beat that bush. I haven't seen anyone that are so. The longer the camp is going for, is the more refined the players are becoming. The more refined the players are becoming. So it's not a sense in which this one is not ready, that one is not ready. It might boil down to system or style of play and who suits the coach's system or the coach's style of play better. So it might just go narrow down to that. Where's my I can't find my remote. Remote. Where's the remote? Yeah, so it might just suit a particular coach style of play or system just a little bit better. But the players are actually in the fine tuning aspect of their game now. Trying to get the match fitness aspect of them ready, really, really. It's not like they are not fit, but as I said, we all know the tempo that the professional players are playing. We are bringing in professional players as well, so it's not like we're going out there with players who never played professional football before. But most definitely, I do think that with the additions of the players that are coming up, we should have a really, really good squad of players who are ready to take that. Big up Ayas Abs, massive respect. Mr. J said that about Whisper, just mention him. Tough Rudy said, we in the USA don't know him, we only going by Mr. Butler. Alright, so most of the things that Mr. Butler said about Whisper are true. Most of the things. Most about Whisper. Not all of them, but most. There's still room for improvement, and I understand that because he's a young player. There's still lots of room for improvement, but I understand that because he's a young player. So for example, his off the ball movement. He's very good on the ball, but I do think that he needs to work on his off the ball movement. He's more of a preferred a right winger who cuts in on his left foot. Wicked, wicked left foot. Wicked left foot, man. Wicked. Once Whisper cut in. I don't even know if he could be even the best keeper in the world. He will hit the bag. He will hit the bag, and accuracy, man. His shooting boots are very, very accurate. Javon Play said, after watching Cavaliers and Autos, I realized a glaring issue with Jamaican football. We are not producing and hard tackling midfielders or box-to-box midfielders. Why do you think that is? Maybe we are so focused on. So I do think that we as a nation, we are heavily focused on our attackers due to the fact that that is where a goal comes from, and that is where our best attributes actually highlight. Speed, power, shooting. Yeah. When in regards to the technical aspect of it now, the midfield aspect of it now, I do think that we don't produce many good central midfielders, CDM or box to box because of up here. IQ. No, not to say that we are not smart, but I do think that when you, for example, in Europe, you can find out so much quality midfielders in Europe based on the fact that most of these players are just technically football smart. And I do think that that is something that we as Jamaicans need to improve on being football smart. There's very few midfielders, even in the JPL, that actually have that high level of IQ. And most of those players are the experienced players. It's not like you can see a young budding player who just has that natural IQ level. I don't see it. You don't really see it. And if I should say, I'll talk about like the Rudolph Austin and those guys who have been in the game for years and garnered that experience. Because the other day when I'm watching Portmore, right? Portmore they don't really have a proper side. They have a good number 10. They have a few good players, but they don't play a proper footballing system. I do think that they need to work on that. But when I was watching the game, I'm not sure. I think it was Portmore versus Arnett. I think it was Portmore versus Arnett. And I'm watching the game and like Arnett a batter Portmore. Arnett literally a batter Portmore. Pace everything now over Portmore because they have a younger team. Rudolph Austin in the midfield. All slower. Look jet lag, but what Rudolph Austin is doing is he's using his head. He's just using his head. He does not need to go the same pace as everyone else. When the game is just a go over the top, he will cut the pace, calm down the game, and turn over the football, play it in that mode, and just cut it down. If it wasn't for him, I do think that Arnett probably just trash them. But that is what I'm talking about. That experience that he has, that wealth of knowledge that Rudolph Austin has, is actually due to the amount of years of experience that he's playing for. Now, if that wealth of knowledge in his head would have put it on a 19-year-old or an 18-year-old in the Premier League, even you don't really find that much, but you've put that on that wealth of knowledge on any player, and that between that age bracket, you will have a really, really good player. And we all know Rudolph Fassin already. Um, Tuffy said, talent is talent. Are you guys all being political correct because of Mr. Butler approach? No, talent. I, I'm not being political. Whisper is extremely talented. Whisper is extremely talented. Without a doubt. I'm just saying that he still has things to work on. Remember, you know, Whisper is 16 years old. He's not the finished product. He's not the finished. He's still learning his craft. There's going to be games. Alright, so for example, when I watch Whisper, KC versus Stats, the Stats defender, the number 4, I don't remember anything. My word, man, that young man, intelligent defender, and he locked down Whisper. He locked down Whisper, and it not only Whisper alone. There's also this player, Jaden Walters, who's actually going right now after Whisper's record. He's 14 years old, 6'2" or 6'3", I believe. Score about 10 goals in the under 14 right now for Wolmer's, and he locked down that player as well. But I'm telling you, that young man is smart, very smart, very smart. But what I'm saying is that you still need still has some stuff to work on. It's not the finished product. Yeah, this training, this camp right now, I do believe that he has learned a lot playing against the bigger players, the players that are playing overseas. And Whisper, as you know, he travels far and wide of this world to go and play football, and he knows a lot, but he still can work on those stuff. Let me go. Javon, Marshall Amar said, when is the competition starting? I think it's starting in June. The competition is starting in June. Let me pull up the official date. Let me pull up the official date. I believe it's starting in June. Let me search. Let me search. That's how long I'm gonna post it. Just give me a second, people. I'm searching to find the accurate date. Women's qualifiers. I'm 100% sure to publish a date. Now that is the Nation League. Alright, so I didn't publish a date, because that came out before the Nation League. I didn't publish a date, people. So I'm glad that I did this so that I can actually search for it. Is it this? I didn't publish a date. I'm gonna have to get it back. Marshall. Big up Shaz. Big up bro. Massive respect. B Douglas said, how is Malachi doing in trading? Compose. He's a composed player. Really composed with the ball. Moves the ball quite well as well. I think he's slightly adjusting to the physical aspect of it, but he's composed, and I just think that once he adjusts to the physical aspect, I think he will be 100% ready. But everyone is getting there. Jamar said, I'm playing on the Westmoreland under 20. What? Jamaro, shot me on the Instagram. I'm sure you must can find my Instagram. Shot me on Instagram. Just hit me up on Instagram so we can reason. J Dice said, Arnett, I mean, big up J Dice. Jamar said, me attend Manning's High School. So, do you play that cost for Manning's? Boss Summer said, true, I watched Veer versus Portmore, and he was doing the same thing. Remember, he said that the players want to the players don't want to listen to him. Wow, that no good still. For such an experienced player, I do think that it's important that the players listen to him. Tough Rudy said, I'm glad to hear from someone other than his agent, so that's a good look for our future youths. No man, remember his agent is doing his work in pushing his player, but for me, who's watching on the outside, looking at him, and I've seen Whisper on a 16 level, I've seen Whisper Even on the videos on Riches on Royalty Sports, Riches on Royalties channel, I've seen the videos. But most definitely, it is very much important that when you see the players with your own two eyes against it, okay, he's very good at that. He's also good at that. He can work on that. And these are aspects, these are small aspects. And I saw those things. No, I do think that he's actually overly aggressive in regards to the reason why he's picking up some niggling injuries. He plays at a high intensity, which is good, but it's also bad because his body frame. All right, so players at the 6 foot, once past 6 foot, when you play at that high intensity consistently without learning how to control your momentum, you will pick up niggling injuries. Specifically with him, the injury that he has, I do think that when he reach like 21, 20, when he's fully developed, as in not football wise, but in his own body, because he's 6 foot. Whisper is about 6'3". About 6 foot. In big, man. In big. I think about size 13 anywhere. In big. But when he reached age 19, 20, his body will be fully developed. He's 16 now, so his body is not fully developed. He might grow maybe a few centimeters or so, but he's not 100% fully developed. He's getting there. But he's not fully developed until hitting like 20, 19, 20, 21. So he's maybe 2 years behind in regards to body development, not football development, body, his own body. So he will pick up those injuries, especially at the tempo that he plays. So people joining, as Jada said, smash the like button. People, guys, smash the like button. I would really appreciate it if you guys do so. Javon Play said, what do you think about the striker from Columbus True? Alright, so Lita, hit the back of the net as a blink. I do think that he's a very good addition. I honestly believe that he is a very good addition. Looking at him in the pre-warm-up session, and you know, like when they're doing this, the warm-up, some of the warm-up, like the rhythm, some rhythm, like the little skip thing. When I do with rhythm, I can do it because I used to do track. He looks like someone who has full control of his body. Someone, you normally have strikers, right? Who, when you see them kick a ball, they would go off balance, or they can't strike a ball upwards properly to lock their hands upon and hit the ball. He looks like someone who has been training at a early stage aggressively. He actually is grown, he's fully grown into his body, and not like Whisper, who is still growing. Maybe he's actually older than, so maybe that's one of the reasons. But he looks really composed. He looks good. And I do think that we should expect a lot from him. Even going forward, I do think that player can take another step, I do think that he can take another step. Ishmael King said, big up my G, big up bro. Jamar said, Manning's number 9. Bro, link me on Instagram. I don't know if I can shop on Instagram right now, but link me on Instagram. May 19th? What the heck? I've never seen this. All right. Sham6 said June 18th military. All right, thank you for that. I do remember. I sure I posted it, but I don't know how I don't remember it. The leader said June 18th to July 3rd. So June 18th, we are now 20th. Whoa. Yeah, we we are behind time. We are behind time. Big up Dre and the weather. Travis Pessoa said, military, I watch a game after I left work in the evening. I will watch a game after I left work in the evening. Oh, Travis, I want them, the Western man them. Alright, so Travis, shot me on Instagram as well. The leader said, Whisper is a talent for the next under 20. I think. Funny enough, now he can actually shine in this one. It depends on how he manage himself. I don't want him to overpush himself. I honestly do not want Whisper to overexert himself because he's not fully developed physically in his body because he's big enough. All right, Whisper is 6'3", and I'm sure maybe I can wrestle him and overthrow him. Maybe I can wrestle most I play them. But anyways, once he is fully grown, I'm talking about a beast. I'm speaking about a monster. Jamaica will have a monster on their hand. A monster. I'm telling you, man. Once he's fully developed in his body. The truth is, have you seen Catalonia team? Yes, I have seen the team. I will be doing a stream on them as well. I'll be doing a stream on that as well. Yeah. Bleaky. Bleaky, dark in a Jamaica corner. I'm being honest. There was some comments a few weeks ago about Tyrone Marshall's son. Any word of him? No. Not at all. Not at all. I hope to see him though. Jamal said, me play D Cup 9 goals. Alright, that means we expect you to score upon them today. What expect you to score upon them today? Me could see no. Be the difference. The leader, Madness, you and your friend them are going with. The leader is not a part of JFF, He is good, but he does not need to be pushed too hard right now. Let him develop. The experience he gains in this Jamaica Under 20 will make him unstoppable in 3 years' time. I agree. People this might sound away. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. It might sound away, but it is facts. People, you guys need to know the physiological aspect of players. You need to know the physiological aspect of players. What they can do in their body. This is Whisper. This is Whisper's talent. So this is Whisper, right? I'm going to put it on to see if you see it properly. So I want you guys to look good. So this is Whisper. This is Whisper's talent. So, but Whisper's body is in between him and his talent. But him fully developing his talent in his body is actually way below that. It's a little bit below that. He's shredded enough. But the core strength that he needs, it will take time. He will not gain that now because he's a young guy. He's a young man. He will not gain that core strength right now. And I do not want them to force him. I do not want him to push him because if you push him too hard, he will break and not hit the heights that he's supposed to hit. He's a physical specimen, man. The man monster-like specimen, But you do not want him to push or overexert beyond his capabilities in regards to his body, not his talent. His talent is high, unbelievable. But you do not want to push him past that. There's a breaking point. Unlike me, so when I joined the army, I joined the military at 19 years old, where I was almost fully developed. You can say that I was like basically 80% fully developed. And then now, during the training, the military training, I reached that 100% fully developed aspect. So even after that, I can maintain, or even if I get shot, I can withhold being shot for even hours after getting shot. I can bear the pain. Now, a player, if I was at 6 foot, a player at age 16, despite being this physically big, I will not be able to even have that pain tolerance because I would not be developed internally. I will not be that developed internally. Okay, I can bear certain things. So that is the aspect of how we're looking at it. The physiological aspect of it, which is important. Many people don't even look at that. Tough Rudy said, "Leader, are you saying that he's for the next Under 20 World Cup and not this?" He's not saying that. He's talking about develop, not talent-wise. Toughy, not talent-wise. Big Bad USA have another massive youngster on their hands in Malik Tillman from Germany. Yeah, I didn't know that. The leader said, "I'm saying he needs to be in the squad. He's not going to be the main striker. We need to depend on his age 16 going 17. Yeah. Big task to put on a 16-year-old actually. I have high hopes for the under 20. Me too as well. Sheffield said, "No, I don't agree with you. Let the youth play." No, no, he will play, Travis. He will play. Just saying that, don't let it be the case in which you are throwing everything on his back. He can manage, but we don't want to throw everything. So, for example, games are played every 2 days. We cannot expect a 16-year-old to start every 2 days. That would be that would break him. That would break him, man. As good as he is, that would break him because he's not that developed in regards to him as a person, not mentally but physically. He has the physical frame, but he's not that fully developed. He will be at his peak in 3 years' time. Well, yeah, when he's about 90. Big up. I feel the youth, the youth will surprise a lot of people. Him good, man. Me not think no one can deny him talent. I don't think. Be the difference. Man just say, only no want the youth player. Pick on the favorite player, them man. No! Jesus, peace. Alright, let me tell you. For example, the striker from Columbus Crew versus Whisper. I think the striker from Columbus Crew, I'm not sure his age. So we can get his age. I don't I don't know his age. But he's actually more developed, not talent wise. I'm speaking about outgrown his body. He has outgrown his body. So he would be able to play every 2 days. Even if Whisper is more talented than him, but that striker will be able to play every 2 days because he can maintain that. He has developed to be able to do that. Chevron Gibbon said, I get about 8. No, okay. Why? Me don't know ya, man, but me know that I got tough. The leader said, please learn to read and comprehend. I never said he must not be in the team. Are you? I said it needs to be managed properly. True. Chevron said, him no look 6'3". Whisper big, man. Whisper bigger than me. Me about 6 foot. And Whisper bigger than me. I have the leader call. Morning, sir.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah.
Boy, look here. I just want to clarify something because I don't really like the typing too much, you know.
Yeah.
I'm explaining to people that the youngster, when you're making a comparison between himself and a striker, what you need to make a comparison between the youngster we're speaking about, Whisper, make a comparison between him and a fully developed 19-year-old going 20-year-old man, that defender who is going to be 6 foot odd also, and way more developed, coming in to tackle this youngster at that age. Because we saw how we did against other defenders his age at under 16 level. The dominance was not there. You understand? And he picked up injuries.
But that is what I'm saying.
These people that don't understand about development of young players.
The physiological aspect, they don't understand that. Many people don't understand the physiological aspect of it.
Be careful. He's a gem. Be careful. Because when you put him up against the under 20 is next year against 20-year-olds, you know, that are developed men that have been in the gym and all of that, and they come in and they go a one-on-one. You don't want that to be the end of his career. That's all I'm trying to explain.
Yeah. And I agree. I 100% agree with that because I think I'm saying the same thing because I was comparing him to the striker from Columbus Crew. What's his name again? I can't remember his name. Yeah. Let me see. I have the name at hand here, man. I have the name at hand. I'm sure I have the name at hand. His name is Zion Scarlett. Zion Scarlett is probably about 18 years old, going 19. But Scarlett is actually a more developed. I think they are misunderstanding develop with talent versus physical development. I think that is what's happening, right? Whereas I'm saying that when I look at Zion, his body mass is equivalent to him and how he moves. With Whisper, it is not that case. His talent, as I mentioned, is that Whisper talent is like 90. His body is at 40. So his talent vastly outweighs his own body. Then now, when you look at his physical development, he is about 6'3", 6'2", one in the region there. But he will get a lot of injury because he's young. He is young. His muscles are not at the right age.
That's exactly what I'm trying to explain, because a lot of young players, the ligament interference muscles are not fully formed.
They're not fully formed.
Men, boys, I don't know if this is something I can tell people from track and field. I don't know if people realize that.
You know, say a track and field, let me know. A track and field, let me know. Look at this now.
Right.
When you look at when I was doing track and field, at age 19, I was running 10 something, 10.6, 10.66, 10.7. That is what I was running at age 19. If I continued training at age 23, 24, 25, I will be possibly running sub 10. But you won't find an 18-year-old, 17-year-old running sub 10. Why? Because developmental wise, their body is not fully developed. Their muscles are not fully developed to do that hard yard. It's not fully developed.
Okay.
And that is just a natural aspect of.
And that's exactly what I'm going at. Listen, if you notice, as track and field, I forgot here because people might understand a little bit better. Steve Francis always tells you he prefers to go for some of those athletes from the non-traditional schools because they have not been overworked.
Yeah.
Sometimes they overwork these youngsters, and if you check it out, most times when you overwork these youngsters and then no, you never hear about them after. The ones them that doing near 10 whatever and so at early, they never transition. You know why? Because their body has been already pushed
past the limit.
And they break down.
That is true because.
The reason why you didn't see it with Bolt is that Bolt was basically lazy. He didn't really do much training. He just got up and he didn't have that.
He got natural talent.
Check it out. Most of the athletes that they say who have to go through the hard training from the KC
and the countryman them.
They never transition because they are pushed too hard, too early.
Too young.
And then when it reaches senior level, they cannot transition. It's the same thing with football. The body takes a while to develop.
That is the reason why even when you follow the club football right overseas, you'd hear the coach said the players need to be managed properly. The players should not be playing weak. Certain young players should not be playing week in, week out. Because if you don't manage those players properly, you'll find out that they'll pick up some serious ligament injuries that is career ending. Especially, so a lot of people don't know, in between the kneecap and the patella, the synovial fluid will start to degenerate too early. The ligaments around the patella will be starting to tear away too early, and they'll pick up like degenerating disease too early in their career. And by the time they're 29, 30, they need to do operations, putting either new patella or inserting synovial fluids between the kneecaps and all these things. So these are actually the biological aspect of sports. That is the reason why I never really wanted to go down this road now, but we can move on from this now. I do think people would have understand where we're coming from.
Anyway, that's the only reason I'm calling. Yeah?
All right, big up leader. All right. Be the difference. Come on, bro. No disrespecting. Chevron Given said, you see Whisper in person? Yeah, I spoke to Whisper quite a few times. I've watched Whisper at few of some of his games that he plays for KC. Yes, I would say fairly well I know him. Not personally like that, but I've spoken to him. Tennessee said, I think Clark from Reading is very good at his age group as well. Yeah, I have seen Clark. CC said, me play Corner League and score 15 goals. CC, yeah, Corner League I play. Jackid said, have they picked the under 20 team as yet? No, Jackid. And Giovanni Play said, people need to temper the expectation. Whisper is a great talent, but he needs to be managed well so he can reach where he needs to be. Thank you very much for that. young players need to be managed properly. Karim said, in 3 years, Whisper may be too talented to play under 20 like Killian and the Olympic team. I do think that in 2 years, or maybe in 2 years' time, Whisper will be in the senior team. I think so. In 2 years' time, he will be in the senior team. If not possible, it can even be earlier because his development can be fast track. I think he needs 2 more years to be fully grown. So he could be in the team at maybe next year. Maybe next year. All right. So let me use cross reference. No, I won't go there. I won't go there. Travis Pessoa said, leader, you push Cavalier narrative in the team. No, Travis, we're not speaking anything about Cavaliers here. All Cavaliers reaching at this. Ishmael said, why be the difference acting so emotional? Truly said, agree with the leader. We don't need to push him too much. Think about Freddie Adu. He was pushed too much from age 14 and was one of the biggest busts in USA youth soccer. Yeah, as Abby said, how far do you see the under 20 going in this tournament? I'm not sure now because I haven't really ineptly sit down and watch other teams. I would have to do that. I have seen them, but I can't say figuratively that they play this type of system, that type of system, and which of the players to look out for. Boss Thomas said, no corner league baller. Boy, me can't say that still because I play corner league already. I play corner league already. Travis said, only Jamaica don't want to play young and talented players. Every other country in the world is playing young players. Travis, we're not saying not play him. We didn't say not to play him. We're just saying that we don't want to push him too hard. Yes, we will play him. He will play. He's one of the most talented youngsters in the squad. He will play. Docklands Tenet, what if you get shot in your head? You can't Docklands, you can't withstand it, man. You can't withstand it, man, for about hundreds of a second. Probably heart can pump a little bit after. CC said, Boss Thomas, I'm a wizard in the corner league. Yeah, man. CC, your wizard knowledge will outsmart them. Travis, come on, Travis, man. Be respectful now, Travis. You're a big man, no, man. There's no need for that. Be the difference that I'm okay to ask something for his age and playing at under 20 level. Go in context what he needs to develop since we're talking about under 20 level. Alright. For the under 20 level, I do think that he actually is at the right level. Despite him being 16, he's actually at the right level. By the time he's about 18 years old, he'll be ready for the senior team. For the senior team and possible starting in the senior team as well. By the time he's 18, 19, he'll be ready. If he continues on this trajectory. I do think that he will actually hit that ice. He's someone similar to offer Shamar Nicholson. But maybe what happened with him is that he might be in his development, is talent-wise, he might be ahead of Shamar Nicholson at this age. The leader said, okay, do you all remember Freddie Adu? Our very own Key Kelly. Boss Thomas, I might take up coaching. Hey, CC, I'm going to take up coaching. True this. Have you guys ever seen the USA players in 3 days tournament? These young guys are in great shape, so maybe the youngsters in our local team needs fitness. I think that they are getting there. Remember, these guys are training every single day right throughout the week, you know. Read up on case of Keith Kelly or Freddie Adu for those who do not have a clue about development. Be the difference. Good enough, old enough to play. Good enough, old enough to play. But it's not that. It's not that easy. Be the difference. It is not that easy. I don't have a team, so I'm not pushing any player. But what I'm saying is I'm thinking about. Pagan said physical maturity. Thank you. That is the word. B-Dogger said, you're gonna drop your Instagram accounts. Really? You guys don't know my Instagram account? My Instagram is one of the most active Instagram one off. Let me drop it in the comment section. People, that is my Instagram account. I just dropped it in the comment section. You can go and do the right thing, which is follow more. Follow me on Instagram. Be different said man depend body like rugby. Big up Owen. Bassama said military leave that whisper argument because he might just be labeled as bad man and fight but that is no. I have to speak the honest truth. I have to speak the truth. And it's not me. I'm not disrespecting whisper. When will Paris arrive? I'm not sure, no Pusey. I'm not sure. I do think that there might be some form of arrangement. I do think that there might be some form of arrangement. I think that there may be some form of arrangement, man. But I'm not sure if he's gonna come to Jamaica or are they gonna move it. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Okay, Cecil Lab said, Cecil, Laker, did you see Alan at 18? Be the difference, said, chat too much madness. People, listen to what I'm saying, people. There's no need to be disrespectful. There's none whatsoever. We can discuss football and have difference of opinion without getting disrespectful or going at people. Dunkland said, we're going down the road of age and talent. If Whisper is talented enough, then he should play regardless of all. We're not speaking about age, we're speaking about development. Wow. Siobhan Pierce said, oh, big up Siobhan. Time to move on. Siobhan Pierce, I'm here trying to catch up on what's been said before coming to any conclusion. Yeah, well done, Owen. Chavez said, Pierce said, up bro, all is well, getting ready to go on a grind. Boss Thomas, let me see. Trudy said, not all cases, can't compare track to soccer. Nighton is 17 and it just run 19.49. That is a good time. Very, very good time. You didn't run 10.66. You're capping. You look mad slow. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm going to try to see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to find it, man. But I've got search for it. Be different said, on the sound done, please do not make the live stay on your channel. Please stop make this annoying follower brain. Be the difference. Listen, bro. Listen. I'm saying that you should not be disrespectful when someone does not share the same opinion as you. Football, specifically sports, has a lot to do with opinions. Not everyone will think, will act, will view things the same. So do not be disrespectful when someone does not see things your way. Be the difference. I'm imploring you to do not operate like that in the field of football. You cannot come into a conversation and because someone does not agree with your opinion, you're going to be disrespecting them. Please do not do that. Please, I'm begging you, do not do that. Boss Thomas said Pep did it with Foden. All the top coaches did it. Pagan said being overworked can be an issue for young athletes. I agree. Both is one in a generation. Talent, you will always find that anomalies. There will always be that. Mr. J said Phil Foden is a good example. Military, it's come to my understanding that the JFF should have submitted a provisional roster to CONCACAF already. I saw the Canadian team squad being submitted. Oh, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure if they got a deadline date or something. I'm not sure. Um, Chevron Pierre, the provisional roster was submitted. The current squad in camp plus the 2 in Dom rep will be in the squad. They will have the England recruits also. I would love to see that squad. Big up Tevin Campbell. This JFF is collecting passport info this week. The final squad will be sent off next week. British Gunner Bloomfield, big up. Realist IG account. Tevin said, so Guna, you know see someone named Tevin that follow you on IG? I'm not sure. A whole lot of people follow me on a day-to-day basis. I'm not sure. The leader thanks for the update. Is there a reason why the JFF hasn't posted full squad to the public? I saw the US and Canada team being posted on the MLS website. I would want to see it as well. The influx of UK Premier League 2 talent may be just what we need to get this team to another level. Omar Hutchinson is a sign of what is coming. Omar Hutchinson, I'm going to do a video specifically for Omar Hutchinson and the impact. Now, all those who here support Arsenal, I wanted to you guys go on Arsenal website. I think it's paid subscription, and I think that they did an article on Omar Hutchinson. I'm going to check it out. I saw it the other day. Grimy Family Production said Butler kids are the most developed in JA right now. I agree. Some of. Not. I'm going to say not R. You can't say R because let me tell you, there are some other academies out there. You would not believe some of the talent that are in their academy. It's just that most of us know about Butler and his academy. You want to see some of those academies as well. They do have others. Chevron Pierre, I assume it's because some of the UK players are tying up finalizing their documents. Struggle a while ago. Shamar Shooter said, when will the Honor 20 start? June 18. B. Douglas said, Whisper will get his chance when the time is right. Once he's staying on the path. No, his time is now, you know. It's just that we don't want to overwork him. So, because we need him for the future. Just hope time is not against us. I pray that to Siobhan. Big up Loud Music Entertainment. Shooter said Gavi want more development. And if Barcelona is not careful, I do think that they can run him to wreck. And then now, in the future, we don't have anything from him. They have to be careful. The manager must manage him properly. Truly Rudy said, I understand what the leader is saying because I was active in USA Olympics development program. Watch the downfall of who was the next speller. Freddie Adu, 13-year-old, was pushed him signed with DC 14. I was saying push too far. Butler kids 2-footed play any position, which is a good attribute. Mr. J said, will Kenroy Campbell play under 20? He was born 2003, I think. You sure? I'm not sure, no. I'm not sure. You're not seeing the video properly? What do you mean? The streaming is running good. It's telling me that we're getting green light. What do you mean? I am not seeing the video properly. What video? What video, CC? Sean Pierre, there's a squad in the UK players getting their document that there is a squad, the UK players getting the documentation, and that will hold the process. If they don't get the documents, it will be players who are in camp. No. Wow, that's bad. With their passports. Oh, Kenroy Campbell cannot play. I figured. Chevron Pierre, did you see the Honduras and Costa Rica squad as well? Dr. J said, Mr. Dre said, I think Omar is going on loan next season. Reading FC wants him. I know Arsenal actually put him. I saw the information coming out from Chris Wheatley saying that they will send him out. Which academy better than Butler's academy in Jamaica? I never said better than, but what I'm saying is that Butler Academy is not the only academy who is producing top talent. Just saying that. I think you guys should check out even Ballers Academy as well. Go and check out. Research Ballers Academy and you'll see. You see how much players right now who are playing overseas are from Ballers Academy. Stop worry about Gavi. He's okay. Okay. We should not worry about young players. Fabian Fool said the stream is good. Tuffy said Freddie Adu was stolen and thrown away because them never want Africa get him. Them do want England. B Dog said true good. Chapelton Maroons get some great talent there. Okay, even Chapelton Maroons. What is the one that what do you call it? Los Perfectos? I think that's their name. But you have some other academies who have good players. Leon Price, I think maybe a few of them, not everyone. The leader said Joga Bonito Academy in Clarendon is also top class. CC said Sports Lab. I honestly wasn't looking for any squads. I just saw the notification on my phone this morning and checked it out. The leader sound like what do you mean by that, CC? CC said ballers may play footy. CC, question. Ballers have some good players, though. Gavi is fully developed and ready. Ooh. You notice even Messi at age 19 was being managed, right? Even Messi at age 19, 18, 19 was being managed properly. Calvin Barclay said Joga Bonito Academy. Karim said now we're about Gavi and Pedri, me think them are overwork. Pedri, I want to play all of the games them now one season. Better mind him break them. CC Freddie was not given time to develop. Benny Felder for Heber was older and better than Freddie. It takes its time and lasts longer with the USA national team. Look at if he Joga Bonito. Is it Joga Bonito or Joba Bonito? I think it's a Joga. Look at most of the players that you can say are fully developed. Are even their career is actually hitting a longer duration. Most of those players whose career are hitting a longer duration, most of them were managed properly between the age of 16 to 19 or about 16 to 19. They were managed properly. Now, even the likes of Jude Bellingham, who are at age 18 playing a lot of the games, many of these names that you're calling are age 18. We're speaking about a 16 years old. 16-year-old. That was the reference being made. A 16-year-old player. Alright, so people, CC said Ronaldo at 18 was fully developed, but that's for exceptional talent. Mbappe and those guys. Exactly. CC, those players are the anomalies. They are not the normal players. They are not the normal players. Many players started off late, and they do have a longer career. Some of the players who started off late. Some of the players who kick off early, plays a lot of games, and by the time they reach 23, 24, that's it. They one season and then come back to play Europa. Rough. Rough. They might break him. I am glad that there are academies popping good, showing people taking matters in his hand and not depending on JFF. It is good, you know. It is good. I believe it's good. B-Dog said CC Lab is one controversial person. Yeah, CC controversial, man. Big up the formula. Who runs Joga Bonito? Good question. Big up. I don't know, you know. Reggae Boyz said military, all the boys looking in camp, the ones from the diaspora, they look good. Pretty much very impressed. Matthew Baker looks good. I'm very impressed with the, Zion. Very impressed with him. Hearing good reports as well. So that is quite good. That is quite good. Look at Pedro right now, injury after injury, because I think he was not managed properly. He has been injured this season. Oh, that is bad. He played too much game last season. He played significantly too much game last season. It might sound like it's stupidness, but it's actually a fact. He played too many games last season. That hampered him. That really, really affected his growth going forward. You can't overwork the youngsters like that. Anyways, people, I will be doing a video on Omar Hutchinson quite soon. So I think I'm going to close off here. Nice little chat in the morning. I did enjoy this chat. Nice little conversation in the morning. I'm going to do the next video I'm going to do. It will actually comprise of basically I'm going to do it in the manner of where I can have the panelists on. I'll be doing that way. Tevin Campbell said Saka is overworked right now. That is true. Saka played too much game this season, and because he's so talented. Bassama said CC runs the Wizard Academy. Brother, stop it when him injured. I don't know when he injured. Messing E with it's UCC. Messing with UCC. Should Tuffy Rudy said, like the idea of our new academies in Jamaica because local football bars are behind the world when it comes to technical ability. Once we get out the technical sounds earlier, we are untouchable. Start at an early age, it's better. Reggae Boyz said, what position are they are most concerned about? The quality we are and the quality we have on offer. Alright, so position wise, I do think that defensively we need maybe I think that we need to solidify the defense. I think that that's the area we need to really assure the defense aspect of it. We need to assure that. The midfield is good. Blake is a good CDM. In recent time, I see him filling in at the centre back position. But I don't want him to play at centre back. I want him inside of the midfield, alongside Duncan McKenzie with that majestic left foot of his. Yeah. The midfield, we have an abundance of midfielder actually. Rochester can play in the midfield. Duncan McKenzie, Kamali, Powell. We have an abundance of midfield. An abundance. Even Christopher Pearson who will be back quite soon. The midfield is quite sorted. Grammophone production said, I am Barca 25 years and counting. Which player Barca? Jay said, I'm talking this season. Pedri was and is injured. Leon Price said, we need these academies to produce a ball-playing defender and CDM. I think this academy has players here now, but I don't know in regards to the highlights that they're getting. Their stadium is at Turners. The leader said, Calvert Barclay, Portmore United developed Jamon, give them props. Don't forget where you're coming from. Leon Price said, yeah, but any CDM good. I think that is it. But we can't rely on only Ramon Blake, Ramian Blake as the only CDM. Milter, big question is, how is Whisper looking? Do you think he will make an impact? Probably just coming in. So Whisper looking good. Once he gets over that niggling injury, I do think that he has a lot to offer, and I do think that he will surprise many people. I'm saying he will surprise many people. As I said, just look out for Whisper cutting in on his left foot and hitting the back of the net. Straight bag. Just look out for that. Tuffy Rudy said, how would you rate the team with the addition of the UK based players? I want to see the UK based players coming in. I want to see them at training session. I want to see how they move around. I like what I'm seeing right now. I do think that with those guys coming in, it's a huge addition to the squad. So most definitely. B Douglas said it run by Puny, I believe. Who's that? They are break off from Portmore. That's it. That's the fact. Riquelme, big baller name. Military, you now go at the Arsenal game in July in Orlando. Me bro, Riquelme, me poor now. Me no rich enough. Me can't just get up and buy one ticket, you know. Me no rich. Me no rich. Can't just get up and buy one ticket. If me didn't have a money like that, I would definitely do it. But true, me no rich. Wish I could. And that would be a very good, I think that would be a huge experience for me. Which player in the entire camp are you most impressed with and why? Which player I'm most impressed with? So I'm gonna say Duncan McKenzie. And the reason for that is I saw Duncan McKenzie in Manning Cup, but I didn't pay much attention to him. The reason for that is in Manning Cup, Zimenez was one of the big names. Zimenez, Pinnock, no, not Pinnock, Pennycook, Blake. You have so much names being called, but even though Duncan McKenzie was the captain, he was not highlighted as the other players. We all know the talent, but he was not highlighted. When I saw Duncan McKenzie, how he conducts himself in training on and off the pitch, he has that level of professionalism in him, that high level of professionalism. Not saying that other players don't, because if you meet Zimenez, you'll be surprised. Zimenez personality is like a 25-year-old seasoned professional. Many of these players are like that, but it's just that I didn't knew Mackenzie like that until when I see him and how he operates. Many times on the training session, all I do is just stand there looking, and these are actually the aspects. These are the aspects that I'm looking for. I'm looking for how they move with each other, how they speak to each other, what they do. Not only when they have the ball, what they do when they don't have the ball, when they're in the relaxed time, or they communicate with each other. I'm looking at those aspects. I'm looking for the level of professionalism. And I do think that he's one who's really, really stand out to me in regards to that. He operates those little aspects. He has that leader type mentality, that leader aura, that leadership aura around him. So I'm pretty much impressed with him. But as you know, I'm always impressed with most all of the players, basically. Just with him now, it's because I have never really interact with Mackenzie before. When I covered the schoolboy football, I interact with many of the players going to the games and stuff, but I have never really interacted with him. Then now when I saw him in training session, I'm watching him and said, okay, I like the way he operates. Calvert Barclay said, the same people who developed the players at Joga are the same ones who did it at Portmore. I never know. Remember how I'm talking about Puny and Sammy developed Jerome Barclay? Kingberg said, any news on Jamaica's and James Justin, Jacob Ramsey will be one of the best additions to the first team for Jamaica. I am not sure now. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Calvert, exactly. Remember where you're coming from. The move to Chapelton is also a slap in the face for Mr. Dennis. Remember, Jerome got a second chance and he was not picked in the St. Catherine, but Kasafa. I can't see the rest of the message. Why? Why can't I see the rest of the message? I can't see the rest of the message. I don't know why. Make the youngsters remember who helped him. Reggae Ball said, always the goalkeeper situation. I do think that's one that we're not. I don't think that it is that bad. I saw what's the goalkeeper coach yesterday. It's not that bad. Maybe we might need an addition. We might need one addition, but I don't think that is as bad as how people escalate it to be. What's the goalkeeper name, coach name, man? I heard that he said that he's one of the best goalkeeper coaches in Jamaica. I see him doing some work with the goalkeeper, so that's actually a good look. So if they bring in that goalkeeper coach, I do think that they're trying to get maximum potential out of the keepers that we have. CC Sports Lab said, MG Sports, how much of these guys watch Under 20 tournament 2021 and saw these teams we could possibly face? I'm not sure. No, not many. Maybe the CC, the thing in it, I think some of us, I think many people are viewing the Under 20 teams maybe like Prime Barcelona. I think that is how we're viewing the Under 20 teams, like Prime Barcelona or even Prime US, Prime Mexico, Prime Argentina. It is actually a tear down. It's actually a tear down from that. So it's not that. So the level that you're seeing those guys playing is not that you're going to expect to see. Goalkeeper situation not good. I hope one is coming from UK. Really? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. I do think that we need an addition. USA normal, MLS normally have some good goalkeeper. I don't know what MLS does, but they tend to have very good goalkeeper. Get goalkeeping accrements. Guys, may I check something? May I check the like button? I'm checking the like button. But couldn't reach. Oh God, people, guys, when I couldn't make it reach to 100 likes. A long time over there, no? Over hour, not even 100 likes. CC said, oh, you seem to be behind time. Jerome has been training with Puny and Chapelton Maroons for some time now. CC said, the leader mercenary loyalty you preach when most of them just using the youths. True. I've seen that. Do you think Pearson's short start in the middle because after watching him in the Caribbean Cup, it doesn't stamp his mark on the game and it seems to struggle when he comes under pressure? It seems to struggle when he comes under pressure. I think I'm not. I'm not gonna say Pearson's. I'm not. I can't say any players is a sure start. I can't even say that because we don't know what to happen. We don't know what will happen. We don't know what's gonna come. So it's difficult for me to say that player is a sure starter. That player is a sure starter. It's difficult. We have players in every different position fighting for their spot, which is the important aspect. Let them compete for their position. You will get the best out of them. So I won't say this man is a sure starter. I won't say that player is also a sure starter. It would be hypocritical of me to say that. And maybe biased. Everyone has to work for their position. Thought Spider-Man is the best goalkeeper coach in Jamaica. Who is Spider-Man? I don't know. I ask because I see a lot of analysis, but no one is watching the games. That is true. That is true. The leader said Calvert Barkley and no one in the under 20 trials was held. They did not pick Jamon, which was strange. He got a chance in the Cassava trial and was picked. This shows that the JFF is missing. Jerome should be a must. The JFF St. Catherine trials. Oh, that is one at the prison oval. That's one at the prison oval. How old is he, Bo? How old is he? Marshall Omario said, what about Saka? What about him? I'm not sure. What happened to him? Alright, guys. 1 hour 15 minutes. Anyways, people, massive respect. Everyone who tuned in. Thank you very much for tuning in, people. You just look up for more videos throughout the day. I have some updates to drop. I will continuously drop the updates. I do apologize for the green screen. At this present moment, my lighting is giving me problems, so I can't adjust the green screen as it. But as soon as I can fix that, I will do so. So until next time, I would really appreciate, guys. The reason why I'm asking you guys to hit the like button, I'm not asking for anything else. I'm not asking for stickers or anything like that. I'm just saying hit the like button because I want the channel to go back into the YouTube algorithm. What's happened since the channel got HACK ED, it kind of just hit the channel out of the algorithm, and we're actually struggling to get back in the algorithm. So I really appreciate it, you guys. Hit the like button to help the channel get back into the algorithm. Here, guys, until next time, I'll see you guys throughout the rest of the day. I might do a stream later again, but until next time, people, MG Sports TV, thank you very much, guys, for coming in. Really appreciate you guys coming in. Big up everyone who come here, and massive respect. Thank you very much, guys. Until next time, we're out.